Alright, so many of you have been waiting for this video, and even I was waiting to make this video from a long time. So finally I have the NEXDIGITRON A3 and the QUBO Smart Pro dash camera, and in this video I'm going to go ahead and do a comparison of these two, their video samples, their license plate readability and the technical specifications, so that at the end of this video you will be in a better position to decide which of these cameras to go ahead and buy. So guys, before you go ahead and watch the rest of the video, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button of Travel Tech, and also do not forget to like this video, because this video has taken a long time in the making and also taken a lot of effort and planning to bring in front of you. So that being said, let's get started. So taking a look at the form factor of both these dash cameras, the NEXDIGITRON A3 comes in a rectangular form factor, whereas the QUBO dash camera comes in a circular form factor, and the form factor of this QUBO resembles with the DD5 Mini a lot. So this is just to show you the comparison. So this is what a DD5 Mini looks like, and this is a QUBO dash camera. So most of the design factor is somewhat resembling the DD5 Mini dash camera. So keeping aside the DD5 Mini, so let's take a look at the NEXDIGITRON A3 and the QUBO. So both of these dash cameras have their logos at the front, and the cameras are placed at the right corner. At the front there is a speaker point for the QUBO dash camera, whereas there is a parking mode LED indicator for the NEXDIGITRON A3. At the bottom there are ventilation holes for the A3, and there's nothing else at the bottom for the QUBO dash cam. Taking a look at the back, there are ventilation holes for the QUBO and it doesn't have anything else, but for the NEXDIGITRON A3 it has a branding and the Design by DD5 Mini logo. So at the left side of the dash camera, it has a micro SD card slot and a reset slot. The NEXDIGITRON A3 also has the same, but it has an extra cover which you can go ahead and open up and place the memory card inside and close it. So this offers a more proper seal and coverage for the memory card. So on the other side you have the speaker grill for the A3, and there is a on and off button along with the LED indicator for the QUBO dash cameras. So if I go ahead and press it, the LED does light up because of the inbuilt battery. So at the price point they come at, both of these dash cameras are well made, and they both have a very compact form factor. Well, the NEXDIGITRON A3 comes at a price of about 3,800 rupees. The QUBO dash camera comes at a price of 3,700 rupees. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the technical specifications of these two dash cameras. Starting with the most important aspect, that is the resolution. Now both of these cameras have the same resolution of 1920 x 1080p at 30 fps. And the processor found in both the cameras is a Sigma Star processor. The QUBO dash camera has a 240 mAh lithium-ion battery inside, whereas the NEXDIGITRON A3 has a super capacitor and it doesn't have a battery. Both of the dash cameras have a field of view of 140 degrees. The NEXDIGITRON A3 supports a micro SD card up to 128 GB, and the QUBO dash camera supports a micro SD card up to 256 GB. So more or less both the dash cameras have similar features and similar technical specifications, but does that mean they have the same performance, and does that mean they give the same kind of video output? Well, that is what we are going to find out in the rest of the video. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the video samples and also give a look at the license plate readability of these two dash cams. So starting with the NEXDIGITRON A3 footage at night. Now at a close range I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the number plate of the car in the front. So as you can see, now I've zoomed in and the license plate is very much legible, and you can see the individual letters and alphabets very clearly, and you can read the number plates very easily at a close range. Now these full HD dash cameras are built to read license plates at a close range. Now zooming in at a far range, now as you can see the quality gets degraded, but nevertheless you can still read the numbers, and although they are not very much clear and also there is a lot of noise, you can still go ahead and read the number plates at a far range. Now taking a look at the same video sample using a QUBO dash camera, now at the close range, now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. So here's the close range license plate readability, and this is a bit warmer and slightly bit blurry in comparison to the NEXDIGITRON A3 is what I feel. But we are going to go ahead and compare the license plate in the rest of the video, so stay with me here guys. So going ahead and zooming in at a far range, now as you can see it is more blurred out and it is kind of more whitewashed, and the letters, although they are visible, there are certain points where there is a lot of exposure of the license plate, and that reduces the license plate readability at a far range. Now going ahead and comparing the license plate readability side by side, on top you can see the NEXDIGITRON A3 and on the bottom is the QUBO dash camera. So as you can see, the NEXDIGITRON A3 has a better look in terms of contrast and saturation, where the QUBO dash camera imagery is a bit warmer, also on a bit softer side. Now comparing the side by side image of the far distance, the NEXDIGITRON A3 on top does turn out to be slightly better than the QUBO dash camera. So going ahead and comparing the night footage of both these dash cameras, the NEXDIGITRON A3 on the left and the QUBO on the right, you can see a lot of light streaks in the QUBO dashcam footage, and this actually degrades the video quality and you won't be able to see a clear picture, and all the video is completely covered by the light streaks in the QUBO dash camera. Whereas in the NEXDIGITRON A3 there is a glow of the headlights, but the rest of the area in the NEXDIGITRON A3 is properly exposed in comparison to the QUBO, where you can see a lot of light streaks completely degrading the video quality. Now going ahead and taking a look at the daytime of the NEXDIGITRON A3 dashcam. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the license plate at a close range. Now this is again a good license plate readability in overcast conditions, and at a close range this camera does its job in a really well manner. Now following up to the same footage using a QUBO dash camera, you can see the video footage is a bit warmer in the QUBO, and if I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the close range, again a good readability at a close range, and a full HD dash camera is doing what it is supposed to do. So both of these dash cameras I think perform really well at a close range. Now going ahead and comparing the side-by-side comparison of these license plates. Now on top you have the NEXDIGITRON A3 and on the bottom is the QUBO, and both the license plate readabilities are very much similar. There's not a major difference, although the contrast levels on the A3 are a bit better than the QUBO. Now going ahead and comparing the license plate readability at a slightly far range in overcast conditions in daytime. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the number plate. Now this is the NEXDIGITRON A3 license plate readability, and the license plate does turn out to be a bit blurry, but you can still make out the individual letters and the numbers, and you can make out the entire plate easily. Now following the same footage in the QUBO dash camera with a warmer footage of the QUBO, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the license plate. Now again you can see the license plate is a bit blurry and still almost very much similar to the A3, and you can make out the numbers and the letters, and you can make out the whole number plate. Now going ahead and comparing the side by side, on top you have the A3 and on the bottom is the QUBO, and you can see the results are almost the same, whereas the A3 and QUBO have slightly blurred images at the far range, and most of the results are very much similar. Now comparing the side by side footage, on the right side you have the NEXDIGITRON A3 and on the left you have the QUBO in the daytime. Now as you can see, the QUBO has a very much warmer video footage, whereas the NEXDIGITRON A3 has a very much natural footage. The color saturation and tone levels are set nominally, whereas in the QUBO everything looks a bit yellowish, and the overall footage does tend to be a bit warmer side. So both these dash cameras have similar performance, considering the fact that they have a similar kind of a hardware and they both provide the same resolution, that is a full HD resolution. But looking at the overall picture, I think the NEXDIGITRON A3 gives a slightly better performance than the QUBO dash camera. The NEXDIGITRON A3 comes with various accessories, and also they come at a budget price, starting with the fact that it comes with a hardware kit at about 4,000 rupees. So that's one really excellent feature. And also the NEXDIGITRON A3 does get a CPL filter, which the QUBO dash camera definitely lacks, and CPL filters are extremely important to improve the video quality and of course reduce the sunlight glare and the reflection of the dashboard on your windshield. Also along with that, you do get a suction mount for the NEXDIGITRON A3, which makes it very convenient to the user to remove and place it in another car or change its position as required. Whereas if you go ahead and stick it with a 3M tape as in the QUBO dash camera, in case if you have to remove it becomes a really difficult affair. So NEXDIGITRON A3 offering all of these extra accessories for the user convenience, whereas the QUBO dash camera doesn't offer any such extra accessories as far as I have looked into it. So this makes the NEXDIGITRON A3 a value for money investment, because it gives you a lot of versatility in terms of user convenience and also in terms of the video quality and the license plate readability. Also for the fact that it comes at a price of less than 4,000 rupees makes it a worthy investment if you are a beginner in this field and you are investing in a dash camera for the first time. So guys, this was my take on the NEXDIGITRON A3 versus QUBO dash camera. You guys should tell me what do you think after watching this entire video. Which camera do you think is the best one for you, and what is the exact reason for it? And also, in case if you have any sort of doubts or queries regarding these dash cameras, make sure to go ahead and comment down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to purchase the NEXDIGITRON A3 dash cameras, do go ahead and check out the description of this video. You'll find all the relevant links right there. So hoping this video has helped you out, and if it did, make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button of Travel Tech right away, and also do not forget to like this video. Many more interesting videos are coming up in the future. So thank you for watching, and until next one, see ya.